Hi, I'm Brian Russell, and I want to speak with you about creating good habits that allow you to experience excellence in all areas of your life. I'm a big proponent of setting goals. We're in a new year, and a lot of times we set New Year's resolutions, and most people ultimately fall away from those resolutions. I want to give you some tactics and a mindset that can help you to actually succeed in actually achieving and moving towards your goals and purposes that you set for yourself. Confucius, the Chinese teacher, wrote, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step." The American writer William Faulkner wrote, "The man who removes a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." Here's the principle. Here's a key principle that once I learned this in my life, I began achieving and beginning to fulfill some of my own potential. It's simply this: small actions done consistently over time yield extraordinary results. I don't know about you, but I'm really busy. I have a lot of different things going on. And for long periods of my life, I would set goals for myself, especially writing. But I would never be able to get the projects done because I was always waiting for the perfect time to come around. And then I learned a key thing, and I learned it from flossing. I don't know about you if you floss a lot or not, but the secret to flossing is this. And once I committed to this, I've been able to be a flosser almost every single day for the last couple of years. It was this: to floss my teeth, all I needed to do was to decide to floss one tooth. Yeah, you heard me right. To become a consistent flosser, all I needed to do was commit to flossing a single tooth every day. And of course, I never just did one, but once I picked up the floss to do one tooth, which sounded really easy, I ended up doing all the teeth. Small actions done consistently over time yield extraordinary results. And almost anything that we have in our life can be done in the same way. So if I want to chop a tree down, I can sharpen the axe, but once I have the axe sharp, if I just commit to hitting that tree every single day with one blow, eventually the tree is going to come down. But of course, if I start chopping the tree, I'm probably going to do it more than once, and that tree is going to come down a lot sooner. This is the principle of setting a baby step. We need to have these big, audacious goals. So for example, maybe you want to write a book. I'm a professor. I do that for a living. And for the first part of my career, I really didn't finish very many books at all. I wrote a couple of curriculum projects, and I redid my dissertation. That was essentially my writing career for the first 10 years of my ministry at Asbury Seminary. I did some other articles and stuff, and I did some blogging. But as far as finishing books, it was always a matter of, geez, if I just have more time, I could do it. And then I remembered flossing. All I have to do is floss one tooth. It's the same. So to finish books, and over the last several years, I've published 3 books that are over 50,000 words, as well as additional curriculum projects that are over 50,000 words, while being dean, a full professor, an editor, and lots of side things. So I've never been busier, and finally I've begun to become a consistent writer. And here's the secret to that. I just try to write a couple sentences every day. My small goal is when I'm doing writing is to try to write 500 words, which is just a couple paragraphs. But even to get that, I just start off with a sentence. And if I can write a couple of sentences, I write a couple more sentences. And that's the secret to success. I became a writer, a consistent writer, not by sitting down and trying to write a book or waiting for the perfect time, but by realizing is all I have to do is floss one tooth every day, and slowly a book will be written. So think about that. If I write 500 words a day, and I can simply write 200 days out of the year, that's 100,000 words. And friends, that would actually be about 2 entire books done every year by simply writing 500 words 200 days out of the year. You can do it with other things as well. So whatever your project is, chunk it down. And here's another key thing: when you're struggling, just commit to doing whatever you're doing for 10 more minutes. It's a project at work you're trying to finish. You're starting to get frustrated. Give it 10 more minutes. And sometimes that little push will put you over the edge. So again, small actions done consistently over time yield extraordinary results. So the key is this, some takeaways. If you want to get something done, if you want to create good habits, first of all, commit to the action. Commit to taking action. Then take baby steps. You don't have to get the whole thing done at once. Some people can do that, but for most of us, it's about doing small things consistently and letting that bottle up and build up. So you only have 10 minutes to do something every day. Take the 10 minutes and give it 10 extra minutes and see where that goes. Again, you want to have good habits that lead to the achievement of your goals. Practice small actions done consistently over time, and you're going to yield extraordinary results in your life in all areas. Again, I'm Brian Russell. Thanks for listening. I'm your professor for life.